preparation, it goes right out the window.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there's good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
That'll be taken in by Anderson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So first possession, 4th and short. Field goal's no key from here. What do you think about going for it?
I'm not just thinking about it. I'm signaling, go for it. Let's get this, all right? Yeah, look, you're right. You know, the field goal is there, but it's not a chip shot. My big thing is opening drive, you're trying to establish momentum. Let's not stall it ourselves. Let's go get this first down and then kick it in the downfield, try to get a touchdown.
Like your confidence.
Yeah, why not? Let's go.
Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Tell them what happened.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. And a catch made by Walters. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's good for 28 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now back to throw. Dancing to his left. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown. A great effort there. 40 yards. And LSU has taken the early lead. Well, Coach O'Brien, he could not have asked for a better start for this offense, getting a score on their opening possession. I guess maybe that justifies the call he made with which quarterback to start.
I'm just wondering, from everything we heard this offseason, what do you think, Farmer? Did he flip a coin about who would start at quarterback, or did he really evaluate them in the preseason? But look, that first drive, first career start against a big-time opponent, packed stadium, noise coming from everywhere. How about how he handled this?
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Buying time to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Holmes. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. He got 29 yards that time. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
These college offenses, Charles, so wide open. And there's an example right there that we just saw. Well, let me ask you, how does a college offense differ from an NFL offense, or does it?
Well, it still does, Brandon, because NFL offenses, while they're continuing to embrace what the colleges are giving them more and more, they're still not playing as fast as a general rule. You know, most college offenses will run about 15 points.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback. On 4th down, Barrett, open man is Anderson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. On fourth down, Barrett. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And on fourth down, Barrett in trouble, and he's taken down. A big-time sack there on fourth down. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Forced out to his left. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. 13. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team.
Onside kick recovered by the receiver.
Out of the gun now on third down. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot. Down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his man, Avant. And he's got this down almost to the 20. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A fourth down pass. On fourth down, Barrett. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. That one looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here.
Today's final score, the LSU Tigers 29, Ducks 10.
So things got off to a solid start. But after several weeks, you and Tommy had rotated quite a bit. Reminiscent of Michigan when Tom Brady and Drew Henson split snaps. That had to be frustrating for you both.
Some huge
Wake up.
news to get to, and none more intriguing.
What are these dishes doing at my feet? Because it's time for you to start cleaning up your crap. These dishes have been lying in the sink for almost 2 weeks. I mean, look at this place. It's a disaster. You're leaving everything laying around. It's ridiculous.
Who crawled up your butt and died?
You.
Gross.
Hey, get up, man. I want to watch some TV. You've been laying out here all morning.
What's got you two all riled up?
Just turn up the volume, would you?
The Heartbreak Kids have gone from sensational dynamic duo to a sudden two-headed monster. And boy, this is an ugly one.
Hey, I thought I played pretty good out there.
This team still has not found its identity, and I know that Coach O'Brien claims that his two-quarterback system is matchup-based, but I gotta tell you, it sure looks like he still doesn't have a clue what's going on. As Coach Madden famously once said, if you've got two quarterbacks, you've got none. And right now, I gotta tell you, man, Coach O'Brien's indecisiveness with the most important position on the team is only gonna lead to problems on the field.
The answer is simple. Just start me.
That would make the situation worse. I mean, the team plays better when I'm on the field. Everybody knows that.
If I could just get into a rhythm, I'd be fine. Last thing I need is to be worrying about you breathing down my neck if I make one mistake.
Well, you better believe it that I'll be there when you do.
Okay, I see what's going on here, guys.
I don't know what made you follow me here and try to win back your old position. I mean, you could have just kept the Heartbreak Kids going, or you could have went your own route on another team, but you decided to, what, come here and punish me? Is that it?
What are you talking about? You're the one who showed up and stole what was mine in the first place, okay? I'm supposed to be Batman, you're Robin.
Oh, this whole thing again? Are you dumb? I didn't take anything from you. Your body took it from you. Look, Tommy, I'm sorry.
No.
AT&T Stadium on this beautiful Saturday in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. The top travel destination this week for alumni of these two storied football powerhouses. And the site of the first of our college football playoff semifinal matchups. As we'll see the Oregon Ducks taking on the LSU Tigers. For the right to play for a national championship next Monday night in Santa Clara, we are underway from Arlington in the national playoff semifinal.
Now this a very short kick.
The Ducks take over at 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 Oregon. Start by running the option to the right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Working out of the gun, it's Barrett. A heavy rush, and down he goes.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Thoms.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They will let him throw here on the very first play. Flushed out right. This is complete to Holmes. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. And what a big-time play there. And even 50 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Whoosh. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They give him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown from 3 yards out. And LSU has taken the early lead.
The offense will
Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They saw their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
nothing.
Looky here, a touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and now an onside kick. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it.
The onside kick recovered by the hands.
So an onside kick fail in the 1st quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Yeah, he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 38-yard line.
On the counter, it's Ferguson. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
You think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given him, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. A nice throw there. Coach O'Brien, when you look at his quarterback position, he's got 2 great options, but opting to go with a hot hand, leaving Tommy Matthews on the sideline to start this semifinal.
And throughout this season, they've had a little bit of what we would call the carousel approach to quarterback. But when they've made changes, Tommy Matthews has made the most of his time under center. But these quarterbacks are undefeated, and we know why. This defense has played so well throughout the season, and we know how loyal they are to their head coach because he was their former defensive coordinator. Now they just got to figure out who's going to guide this team at quarterback.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and LSU adds on to their advantage. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And a fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Well, not content with the first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's the option. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. 16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Ferguson. Stopped short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down. Barrett under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. The Ducks now going to send out their field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. Want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Holmes. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. They'll try and run it. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 6.
Back to throw here. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he will take this in. Touchdown LSU. A great play there. 65 yards. And LSU adds on to their advantage. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And, ooh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick and heads straight out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the shotgun, here's Barrett. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Here's Barrett on play action. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st.
This defense is really fooling around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there. 52 yards.
Another nice throw that time. And all that debate that was possibly out there and wondering, well, will we see a second quarterback? Is Tommy Matthews going to play with this lead? I know it's only the 2nd quarter, Charles, but he's kind of putting all that talk to rest.
Yeah, and there's a long way to go, but let's face it, partner. If he finishes the quarter this way, you know that.
And that is caught. That's an LSU touchdown. Mason Thibodeau, 41 yards. And LSU adds on to their advantage.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Off the play fake, Barrett. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime, but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And all the way down to the 35. A big play there just before halftime. 51 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. And that'll set them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Looking to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
A 10-yard loss on the play. It's 2nd down.
LSU fans saying, hey, Tommy who right now. They're pretty happy. They lead big as we reach halftime.
Ducks 3.
The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the 2nd half of this semifinal matchup. Taking it about the 1. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack.
And he will take this in. Touchdown LSU. Mason Thibodeau, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And this offense continues to pour it on. What a game that he has had throwing the football now. 4 touchdown passes. This offense playing at a very high level. I'll tell you what, he is going to be filling up your social media timeline tonight. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Oregon offense on the field ready for their next possession. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you.
Pressure comes and down he goes.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and long.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Barrett. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 38.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Steps away. reception key as it leads to the touchdown. And maybe the defense got so caught up in... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
This is brought in at the 21.
Certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I know we can sit up here and dance around it a little bit. But going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went... Yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Running again, and again it's Ferguson. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down. Barrett. He's got Gibbons. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Ducks come up now 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Carry here for Burgess. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Tackle made.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. This target, it's Anderson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
At the 23-yard line.
To throw is Barrett. That's going to be caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks. 23 yards for the touchdown. And his guys are able to get a score back. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
39-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. He'll buy some time running. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now an option play, and we'll keep it. On first down, Drake. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. Back now here on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. He'll decide to keep this once more. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Buying time to his left. And he's got his man on the comebacker. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's good for 28 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about.
And he will take this in. Touchdown LSU. A 2-yard touchdown ground. And this offense is running away with this one. LSU lining up here to go for 2.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
The Oregon offense on the field ready for their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. On first down, Barrett to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
I think we need to come up with a different name for this position. We keep calling it the fullback position. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback, but we know this. Whoever's coming out of that spot is usually bigger and stronger, and they may not run away from people, but they'll run through them.
Yeah, able to shed tacklers. We saw it right there. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Barrett. That'll be taken in by Anderson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Ball gone, no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 at the 11-yard line.
From the gun, Barrett, and he will score. Touchdown, Ducks. An 11-yard touchdown. And his guys are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say it, Charles. He said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Gonna save the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to let one fly here for Avant. He's got it at the 15. He's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. And they rattle off a big one. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple.
The 4-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
He's going to keep this again, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable, but that time the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see him play like that.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well.
What game are you playing?
There could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Barrett looks to throw on first. Complete to Myers, the tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now we'll get whistles, and they signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. So on the strength of 5 touchdown passes from their junior quarterback, the LSU Tigers are moving on to play for a national championship.